This is the Giants Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Francisco Giants, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel. You may know me as the former producer for the Murph and Mac Morning Show on KMBR, or maybe from some of these other Locked On Sports podcasts we do. We also do the Locked On Warriors and Locked On 49ers postcast as well. But today, the Giants, the worst stretch of baseball that they've played all season long, continued today as they lost the Miami Marlins, and this one was hard to watch, man. Robbie Ray was excellent yet again, and despite picking up his first loss of the season, he only gave up one run through 7 innings of work. Absolutely did not deserve the loss today. If we could give it collectively to the Giants offense, we should, but that's not how baseball works. And for today, the Giants offense 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, stranded 11 men on base. This offense desperately needs a spark from anywhere that they can find it. Right, we'll break it all down, but first I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Locked On Giants YouTube channel. Please, if you aren't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button right now. Thanks also for listening on the Locked On Giants podcast feed. However you're getting the show, we appreciate you tuning in, and make sure to check out the Locked On Giants Daily Show for more in-depth coverage. My guy Ben Kaspick always does a great job. And the Miami Marlins did get on the board first in that second inning, their only run of the game, and it came by way of a lot of walks from Robbie Ray. We always talk about how the free 90s will come back to haunt you. The one run that they gave up today was because Robbie Ray decided to walk 2 guys with 2 outs, and that did not work out very well, as Single then drove in the runner from second, and that was pretty much the difference in this one. Robbie Ray only walked 3 guys all day long, but had he not walked 2 consecutive batters in that inning, we might still be playing baseball right now out in Miami. But he was awesome. Other than that one little hiccup, he only gave up 2 hits. And so after that inning, only gave up 1 walk and 1 hit the rest of the 7 innings that he pitched. Struck out 9 in this one. Robbie Ray's ERA sitting at 2.43, and he looks absolutely dominant on the hill. But the offense, it's just not there. And that's been the story of this entire road trip so far. The Giants did manage to win last night. We didn't have a show then, apologize for that, but they did win 2-0. And that's kind of all that you're going to get from this offense right now is you're going to have to win games. Like, pitchers have to be absolutely perfect in order for the Giants to win. It feels like right now you can't give up a single run, or this team is probably going to lose the way the offense is playing right now. And they had 8 hits. It's not like they're not picking up hits. They had a ton of hard hit balls today. It's just not, I mean, it's a little bit of like just kind of like Murphy's Law right now. Anything that can go wrong will. But it's also this team just not having that clutch gene all of a sudden out of nowhere. It seems like they've just disappeared from being able to come up with hits when guys are on base. They were so good at this earlier in the season and over this road trip, and really, frankly, stretching back to about halfway through that last homestand. It's been kind of going the same way for the Giants. And as I said today, 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. They left 11 runners on base. And they also had a runner on base in every single inning in this game. So they had ducks on the pond all damn day. Could not manage to hit any of them in. More double plays. Wilmer Flores grounded into one. He's been grounded into a lot of double plays on this road trip, it seems like. But, I mean, nobody on this Giants offense is really tearing it up right now. I mean, maybe save for Elliot Ramos, who had another really great day. He was on base 4 times, 2 hits, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And Matt Chapman, who was on base 3 times today as well. He's actually had a under the radar okay road trip. Coming into today, he was 8 for 23 on this road trip, and he picked up a couple more hits today. So 10 hits on this road trip for Matt Chapman. That's more than any other Giant on this road trip. So that's even more than Elliot Ramos. So, I mean, he's been on base a lot on this road trip, which I think is a good thing going forward. I mean, God knows that we need Matt Chapman and Willie Adames and really Jung-Hoo Lee to come around as well. Jung-Hoo Lee, not a very great road trip for him. He did crush one in the 7th inning. For me, that was really the turning point in the 7th inning. So let's get into it. Today's turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And Jung-Hoo Lee, it wouldn't have been a home run, but in that 7th inning, smashes one out to center field. And I mean, this one, it was a changeup low and inside that he just turned on. And I mean, I thought that he was going to have extra bases for sure. I have no idea how Dane Myers got out there to make that crazy play at the wall. Just an insane freak athletic play. But I mean, Jung-Hoo Lee for sure would have at least had extra bases. I know that they had a couple outs already in that inning, but with 2 outs and Elliot Ramos on base, he would have been running on contact. Guarantee if that ball drops, Giants score that run, and this game could have gone anyway after that one. But earlier you also had some moments earlier in this one. Obviously, Tyler Fitzgerald robbed in the top of the 4th inning, nearly hit a 2-run bomb out to left, but it was pulled back by Hernandez, who made a great play. So these 2 huge plays by Miami really stopped any offensive attack that the Giants were able to come up with today. And that shouldn't be that simple. It shouldn't just be 2 plays that the Marlins made determined that the Giants were going to score 0 runs in a game. That's just, I mean, you have to have other ways to score runs. You have to generate opportunities to score. And the Giants are just not doing that right now. I mean, some of it's questionable too with, I really hated the decision for Tyler Fitzgerald to try and lay down a bunt with runners on the corners in this game when you just needed something. I mean, he almost hit one out in an earlier at bat. Why the hell are you trying to bunt with 2 outs right there? So Tyler Fitzgerald, I don't know if that call came from the dugout or if he just did that on his own. But I hated that decision. I think that you got to be aggressive when times are how they are. I mean, the Giants offense on this road trip has been just, horrendous. Like, gives me heartburn trying to watch this team play baseball. Mike Yastrzemski coming into today was 2 for 26 in this series. And he didn't play very well today either, just 1 for 4. So at least he picked up 1, but he had 3 hits, 3 for 30 on the road trip. That's not very good. It's pretty bad, and this was a guy who was supposed to be slotted into that leadoff spot. I mean, he did move down today for Elliot Ramos, who was bumped up, which I do like that move. I just want to see Ramos get as many at-bats as possible. You saw Jung-Hoo Lee get moved up to 2nd in the order too. And I think that those 2 guys are pretty much the only guys hitting on this team. I mean, it was a significant lineup change that really reflects how this road trip has been going. Ramos has been getting on base. Lee has been still doing all right at the dish, even though it's a slump by his standards. Wilmer Flores has been Wilmer Flores this season, so he's batting 3rd, and Matt Chapman has had a very good road trip, so he gets to bat 4th. So it makes sense, those first 4. I understand why Bob Melvin, created the lineup that he did for today's game, moved Mike Yastrzemski way down in the order, and finally bumped Fitz up ahead of Wade and Huff. So I do like kind of the shakeup of the batting order. I think that maybe that gets some guys going. I think that having Elliot Ramos get as many at bats as absolutely possible is a good idea. I think that he's a guy who sets the table pretty well. And also it kind of just to go out there and face Elliot Ramos as a starting pitcher for the first batter of the game, it's got to be tough. It's got to be like a little bit of a mental hurdle to come over, because this guy has all sorts of power and speed, so he can beat out ground balls in the infield. He can slap it into the gap and end up with extra bases, and he can yank one over the fence. We've seen him do that plenty of times in his career. So I do like seeing him bat first, and I want just as many opportunities for Jung-Hoo Lee as we get for Elliot Ramos. So it makes sense why he's batting 2nd now as well, but didn't result in any runs, although I do like the logic behind this batting order. But you got to have something. There's absolutely nothing in the tank for the Giants right now. They just look out of sorts. This offense is just, as I said before, painful to watch. Gives me heartburn watching this Giants team try to do anything. And on Dave Fleming's birthday of all days, man, come on, we got to get Flem a win for his birthday. Can't even do that, even though Robbie Ray gave you 7 innings of 1-run ball. We're going to break down Robbie Ray's day next here on the Locked On Giants postcast. Today's show is sponsored by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and to win big. And honestly, I've been telling you guys the same thing for what feels like a month at this point. Oklahoma City is going to win the whole NBA Finals before. I know it's a chalk pick, but before your return gets even worse, go to FanDuel right now and make sure you put something on OKC to win the NBA Finals. It's probably going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning the NBA Finals MVP. Call him a free throw merchant. Call him whatever you want. But you can also include NBA MVP and probably NBA Finals MVP at the end of this NBA season. And if you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com, place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Welcome back to the Locked On Giants postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and tonight the San Francisco Giants could not get it done. Well, I guess it's still afternoon time here in the Bay Area, but nighttime out there in Miami, where the Giants lost this one to the Fish, to the Miami Marlins. Like, you just should not be losing games to the damn Fish. Not this iteration of them, anyways. This is not a very great Miami Marlins team. I mean, they have not been very good for the last few years. They're 23-33 after today's win, 5th in the NL East. This is a very beatable team. And if the Giants don't come out and win tomorrow, they're going to lose yet another series on this road trip. And I mean, I don't have a lot of confidence in this team. Like, I really don't. They're 6 games above 500 and third in the NL West now because they have not played very well on this road trip. So falling from second to third. But I mean, this offense gives me no faith in hoping that they're going to score any runs tomorrow either. I know that we had 8 hits today. The Giants had 8 hits today, but it's not nearly enough. I mean, you got to have hits with runners in scoring position. You're wasting all these opportunities with guys on base, and the Giants are just not able to move them over. I said I hated the Fitz decision to try and bunt with runners at first and third, but maybe try and move guys over with bunting from guys who have just had absolutely horrible luck at the dish lately. Not Tyler Fitzgerald after he damn near hits a 2-run bomb. I don't know, maybe have a Casey Schmidt lay one down, the Lamont Wade Jr. lay one down, Mike Yastrzemski maybe lay one down. We've seen Yaz bunt for hits plenty of times in his career. Someone somewhere, Pat Bailey, another guy, I know he wasn't playing today, but he can lay one down too. Anybody except for really right now, Matt Chapman and probably Jung-Hoo Lee and Elliot Ramos. And even if one of those guys laid one down, I wouldn't hate it. Maybe I'd hate it if Ramos did, but you got to find a way to support your guy, Robbie Ray, who was excellent today. Robbie Ray, 7 innings pitched. He only gave up 3 hits in this one, or 2 hits in this one, 3 walks and 9 strikeouts. So 5 runners on base for Robbie Ray over those 7 innings and 9 Ks. That's a very, very, very good stat line. And he picks up the loss either way. I mean, it's not something that you want to see happening to Robbie Ray. I mean, he was undefeated coming into this game. It was his first loss of the year. He's now 7-1, but he only gave up 5 hard hit balls. And I mean, his fastball was really good again today. He threw 45 of them. It was damn near half of his pitch total, 98 total pitches. So Robbie Ray, I mean, he was great. He was awesome today again, and gave up average exit velo, just 91.1 miles an hour. So a little bit lower than we've seen from him throughout his career, or through his season so far. And that changeup was actually pretty good today. This is kind of the most we've seen Robbie Ray use that kick change. He threw 32 of them. And this is a pitch that we know he developed in the offseason, getting with Tarek Skubal of the Detroit Tigers, who the Giants just lost a series to, got swept by the Tigers earlier this week. They didn't see Skubal, but Robbie Ray was definitely utilizing that knowledge today. This is by far the most I've seen him use a changeup in any game this season so far. He looked to have a lot more control over it today than he did in any other game this year. I don't really know what the difference was. Maybe Robbie had some focus on that between his last start and this start, but I don't know. I mean, he looked really good with it. He had a 60% whiff rate. So, I mean, obviously threw 32 of them, and he got 12 swings and misses on 20 swings. So, I mean, that's very, very, very good. And he didn't really get hit that hard at all with that changeup. Robbie Ray looked great. Only 1 hard hit ball off that changeup, and it was a ground ball. And this is a guy who can use some more pitches to get ground balls, because we know that his bread and butter is that high 4-seam fastball. And every now and again, it's going to get tattooed. He's going to get got, and that one's going to sail over the fence. But with that changeup mix in, now opposing hitters got to be worried about a ground ball generating pitch. It's going to be tough for opposing hitters to be able to hit that. And as I've said all season long, if Robbie Ray can just come up with a third pitch to mix in with that slider, he's going to be really, really, really tough to hit. And he barely threw that slider today. He only threw 16 of them. It's a big drop compared to what he's been doing the rest of the season. And he's usually throwing 26% of his pitches as sliders and 12% of them as changeups. So a huge increase. I mean, more than double the number of changeups that he usually throws today. So, he really, really, really changed his approach. And he was just as good as he was in other starts, maybe better with those 9 strikeouts. And also, he actually got a ground out today in this one, which some days we go through games where Robbie Ray doesn't even get one, but he got 2 ground outs, 5 flyouts, and he looked really good, man. We got to find a way to keep Robbie Ray from losing more games when he only gives up 1 run. This Giants offense just putrid right now, and now you have to win tomorrow in order to win this series. Was really hoping for a series sweep against the Fish. This is a team that you should absolutely beat. The Giants are better than the Miami Marlins, or at least they should be. On paper, what we've seen from them this season, they should beat the Marlins in the 3-game series. They absolutely should, but it's been very, very tough watching this Giants offense play baseball lately. Just absolutely pathetic with runners in scoring position, leaving guys on base all over the place. And honestly, I think that's what you're going to be talking about after this one. No surprise.
This is what you'll be talking about.
And it's what we've been talking about. It's just not what you're going to be talking about. It's what we've been talking about. This whole damn road trip, the Giants have been terrible at the dish. Just horrendous. They were in their last 12 games, even not just on this road trip, but coming into this one in their last 12 games, 6-6 and only 26 runs. Those 26 runs are the fewest in a Giants 12-game stretch within a season since they scored just 24 runs back in September 19th to October 1st in 2023. So it's been quite a while since the Giants have played this bad, but their offense is just, lifeless, dead in the water as they lose to the Miami Marlins. It's the fewest runs that have been scored in a 12-game stretch this season by a team that went 500 or better in that stretch. So the Giants also, that's a testament to their pitching. Their only reason that they're winning any games right now is because their starting pitching staff and their bullpen are both lights out right now. And you got to find a way to get wins. You cannot spoil performances like this one with losses and expect to be a playoff team. It's just not. You got to find a way to win the winnable games, control the controllables. And right now, you should be able to, control that. That should make it a controllable situation. If the Giants are only giving up 1 to 2 runs a game to your opponent, you should be able to win those games. You got to capitalize. You got to drive those runners on base in, figure out a way to generate some offense. That's all the time that we have for you guys today on the Locked On Giants postcast. A very, very frustrating 1-0 loss to the Miami Marlins. And this offense, just putrid, just horrendous to watch right now. Heartburn generating offense. That they're not generating runs, they're generating heartburn is what they're doing. So they'll be back at it tomorrow, the rubber game of the series. If the Giants lose tomorrow, expect me to be very angry on this show tomorrow. It'll be passionate one way or another. So hopefully the Giants win, and we can all avoid an angry Triple E yelling and screaming on the Locked On Giants postcast tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.